Hey, chat.
Hi,
Hey,
chat.
YouTube.
Hi.
Hello, Spotify's and other places that have podcasts. We are geekrepublicmedia.
Hello.
This is the Morning After Music Show.
It is.
How y'all doing? It's going to be a great time. We're doing a retro album today.
Yes.
And it's like, Cody's like pissing his pants, ready to get this going.
Oh yeah, no, he's been waiting for this.
It's legitimately his favorite band
right now.
Right. So we're doing Enter Shikari today. Their debut, correct? This is a debut
Correct.
album?
First album.
Okay. First album, Take to the Skies. And it's going to be a great time because Cody probably has a bit. So we're going to get to that in a minute. But before we jump into our normal, content, make sure you hit the things. Press it's down there somewhere. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Cody's going to ask you a question in like a couple minutes, and then you can, add that to the comments section.
Oh shit, I didn't look to see what the questions are.
Yeah, I always forget to. If you want to participate in the live show, I say this every week, but please, it's so much fun. Come over to Twitch, right? We do a beginning segment. We do this, and we do an after show. It's like a whole thing. Come over there and hang out. Yeah. We have like a subscribe button there too. You can click it. You can do all the cool things. Okay. But that's all the house cleaning or housekeeping. Cody, take it away.
Sorry, I need a hydrate or dihydrate because,
Yeah.
He's about to go off about 15 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna fly through it. It's fine.
You always say that one.
Okay. Sure. I know I do. And then those are the funnest episodes. But okay. So, Enter Shikari. Josh, you said Cody might have a bit. The only bit here is massive fan. Okay, that's it. There's no eyeliner coming on suddenly with a gothy band jacket. There's no running away and grabbing a funny coat. No, nothing. Just wearing my merch. Got my album right here, signed by the band. It's a beautiful album.
All right, that's fair enough.
It's red. It's purple. This one was purple.
Big fan.
Ooh,
so that's pretty pog.
Don't even know.
Pretty.
True signed
fan.
by the band. Exclamation true fan and Young Guns chat. I'm a true fan. Nothing crazy. But I do have a question for the day. Also not a meme this time. I just wanted to know, you guys have listened to the album. You at home may have or may have not. Pause it now, come back later, listen to it, let me know. What's your favorite song off the album? And go.
Okay. Okay, so it's a toss-up for me.
Okay.
Because I really like Labyrinth, and you get to that one relatively early in the album. Just because it's such a cool two-steppy kind of, got a little synthy stuff going on there. Lyrics are fun, a lot of sing-along parts, but then also Johnny Sniper sounds like emo Beatles, and I love it so much. So it's a toss-up for me with those two. Yeah, emo Beatles.
That's fair.
Emo Beatles. I like it. Brett?
I'm gonna have to go with Johnny Sniper as well. I really like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super good.
It's a jam, dude. And my other one is Okay Time for Plan B. I'm going with that one. I don't know why it just kind of popped up, and I was working today and I heard that and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, time for Plan B. This means war. Everyone freezes and waits for the earth to move. Everyone freezes and waits for the ground to shake. Rawr.
Rawr XT.
XT.
So for me, it's hard, obviously, because while this is my favorite band, this is not the first album I knew by them. I found them after they had released Common Dreads, the next album, which we'll get to eventually. But the first song I heard from them was with Derek, who says Mothership is his favorite. That's a good one too. Mothership, Motherstep. Plan B, yes. We were both in our dorms, and this was one of the last episodes of Radio Bam I ever listened to, if not the last one. For those who are too young to remember, Bam Margera from this show called Jackass had a radio show which was like this thing you listen to in the car. It was like a podcast before there were podcasts on satellite radio. Whoa, what year is this? It was 2010. But one day he played a song, and that song had a weird electronic intro. Dubstep was finally, starting to come out. Remember Skrillex, and all that stuff had a weird electronic intro.
I remember
Young
Mount
Cody
Eden.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. See, I'm real.
A young Cody was finally getting into post-hardcore and screaming like "Day to Remember" and stuff. He didn't like it before, but now he does. College. And then all of a sudden, "Sorry You're Not a Winner," the riff comes in, and the clap, clap, clap part comes. And I'm like, what is this? This is the coolest thing I have ever heard in my life. The electronics are going, the fucking punk shit's going. We get to all the fucking, a clap again. That was like, oh, they did the clapping thing twice. The Mad Lads. And then we get to the breakdown, and they just go, what? I'm like, you can do all this and make it sound good and not shit? Well, this is cool. Gotta find Derek. Come listen to this. We gotta find them. So then we listen to The Jester, and then Juggernauts. Those are on the next album. All that is to say, my favorite song has moved around a lot. Currently, I think it is Labyrinth. Although, in listening to this album over and over again for today, I really do like "Today Won't Go Down in History," which is not one people remember often.
Sure.
In fact, they had never actually played that one live until that 10th anniversary tour, where they played the whole album all the way through.
Nice.
But it is a nice little just break in the middle of the album that goes unappreciated often.
Yeah, I found myself like, obviously I've known them. Brett and I have seen them live together. Like they've always just kind of been
many years ago.
Yeah, they've always just kind of been, part of, I don't know, the tier list when you think about emo bands from this era. Like they're not emo, but they kind of are, and that's because
all of those bands fit in emo in some way, shape, or form. From back.
Sure,
if you were on MySpace, you were somehow emo.
Yeah, MySpace era bands for sure. And I feel like when I was listening to this, I was like, I obviously know them, but I found myself being like, damn, I forgot how good this was on my playlist. Holy shit, I forgot how good this was on my playlist. It's like, it's not like I didn't know they existed. It's just I never took the time to actually let me dive a little deep,
And to be fair, there's plenty of other things to listen to at the time that you were more interested in.
Right.
Which is fair enough.
That was my issue with it too.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we need to get that. Josh, just record yourself for a second.
Yeah, I'll record us doing it and make that sound. But anyway, enough of the preamble. Let's get into it. Take to the Skies, Enter Shikari's debut studio album. This band is, of course, from St. Albans in England. It was recorded at the Outhouse in Reading, and self-released under their self-released under their own label, Ambush Reality. This is a completely 100%, for the most part, a DIY band. Everything that they make, they put back into their shows, they put back into recording, that they throw it all back. They are 100% about the music. Always love that about them. It was released March 19th in 2007. Depending on who you ask, it has either 17 tracks or 13 tracks. That is due to the fact that, as you can see on the back, well, you can't really see it, but on the back here, tracks 1, 5, 9, 11, and 13, and 17 are all blank because those are the interludes that they have. This band's notorious for, changing up their songs live, throwing in new remixes, mashing them together. And the interludes, I think in the early days, probably helped them set up a set of songs and break down while still being on stage, but able to change out guitars for tuning, etc. And I think it's smart having them on the album. That way you're used to them, and they kind of go with the song, and it allows for bridges to happen. You know what I mean? But yeah, so 7 or 13 tracks. Coming in at 52 minutes and 49 seconds. The performers on it were Rao Reynolds on lead vocals and electronics, Rory Clulo on guitar and backing vocals, Chris Batten on bass and backing vocals, and Rob Rolfe on the drums and backing vocals. It was self-produced by the band, and no features. The singles were Mothership, Sorry You're Not a Winner, and Okay Time for Plan B, because that's back when you could have B-sides. Anything Can Happen in the Next Half Hour, and then Johnny Sniper. The band was originally formed in 1999 under the name Hybrid. Maybe a little nod to Hybrid Theory, because they are influenced by Linkin Park a little bit.
Linkin Park.
Although Hybrid Theory is 01, so maybe not. By Rao on guitar and vocals, Chris and Rob, and the name was later changed to Enter Shikari when Rory joined in 2003, and this lineup has remained the same to this day. The name Shikari comes from a boat belonging to Rao's uncle, and Shikari is Hindi for hunter, so you think Enter Shikari, Enter the Hunter. Pretty cool. 3 EPs were released between 2003 and 2004, consisting of songs that would later be re-recorded for Take to the Skies. Around 05, Kerrang! Radio's own Alex Baker picked up on the band, and since it wasn't physically released yet, streamed the OK for Time for Plan B demo off of the band's MySpace page straight to the radio. So they didn't have it in rotation. They had to just be like live capture and just stream it. So that's cool. Rao wrote in his book that he personally doesn't like his vocals on parts of this album because at the time of recording he was sick and they had run out of time, so there was nothing that they could really do about it. Specifically saying his vocal performance on Mothership, the demo is better than this album, in his opinion.
Interesting.
The video for Mothership dropped in August of 06 and became the single of the week on the iTunes store that week. It entered the UK charts in mid-January of 07 at 151 for downloads only. Sorry You're Not a Winner and Okay Time for Plan B was physically released a week later and was later featured on NHL 08 and Madden 08. So that's pretty fun.
Nice.
That's so random.
Yeah, right? Let's see, where are we at? On November 4th, 2006, they became only the second unsigned band ever to sell out the London Astoria, the first being The Darkness, I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Take to the Skies reached number 4 on the UK albums chart, and it's the first album to achieve such success for a new act operating outside the traditional label system after selling 200,000 copies worldwide. By the end of 07, Shikari had played over 500 times. And Mothership became one of the first notable live remixes the band did with Mother Step. The video for Sorry You're Not a Winner was shot at Chris's parents' house with their fans and was directed by Alex Smith, who also directed Coldplay's Yellow and The Darkness's I Believe in a Thing Called Love. So that's interesting.
So weird.
Yeah, right?
We have Coldplay, one of the biggest pop bands ever. Enter Shikari.
Enter Shikari.
So why?
Actually just discovered today that there's an early video for OK Time for Plan B shot at a desolate dairy farm on Rao's YouTube page that only has like 200,000 views. Didn't know that existed until doing this research. Yeah, only.
Only, yeah, true.
In the original demo for Anything Can Happen, a sample from the 1960s TV show Stingray can be heard as the character says, "Anything can happen in the next half hour," but this is not included on the album. The name Johnny Sniper is from a comic figure that appeared in the band's Sex Ed lessons, and during the gigs on the 2007 tour, they gave out promotional Johnny Sniper condoms, which have been popping up in the fan pages recently. People are like, "Hey, I found this. Remember this shit?" It's a little condom with the Johnny Sniper single logo.
Okay.
Don't use it. Yeah, don't. That's shit's expired.
Well,
you remember when Trojan would give out free condoms at Warped Tour?
Yeah.
Listen, just put that in your wallet. It's safe forever, right?
It's safe forever. Years and years.
Now, it's funny that both of you said Johnny Sniper was your favorite, and you both really like it. I do too. It was my favorite song to do for karaoke. But at the time, the single was notoriously panned by NME, who called it the worst single of all time. And then the band decided to pull a Kevin Smith and use the bad press as good press and would often say it during shows when introing the song.
Wow.
Huh.
And
he said, this song sucks. We're going to play it now.
So we watched the video right before going live. Chad, if you want to join in on that, YouTube and Spotify, come watch us live. We do fun things like that. For Johnny Sniper, the video was actually shot by our good friend who doesn't know we exist, Gavin Free of Slow Mo Guys and Rooster Teeth fame.
I figured when you said, "Do you like the slow mo stuff?" I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
well,
do you like the slow mo?"
Who else is that going to
be? He's come a long way. Then I'll just say that.
Oh yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, Gavin famously knew the only guy with a slow-mo camera in his hometown and wanted to come and work for Rooster Teeth, so he had to prove for his visa that he had a service to provide that no one else could really replicate. So he went with the slow-mo stuff, which he worked with a bunch of bands. Obviously, this video later worked on the second Sherlock Holmes video. So Enter Shikari helped Gavin get here. And now he lives in Texas.
Yeah, it's just
holy shit.
The quality's gotten better.
Yeah. Well, obviously. It was 2007.
Yeah.
Every video from then looks like shit now.
You probably just did it at 60 frames a second and then just clicked on the duration to be slower.
It just slowed it down.
Just slowed down.
He actually...
I'm the only one that can do this. Oh, yeah.
He's the Phantom. Shit, fucking
he's hitting
$80,000 a camera.
He's hitting 100,000 fucking frames a second, though. Like, he's...
Right, shit's nuts. Yeah.
He actually confirmed a couple years ago on Twitter that... Because people find out that he was involved with this band all the time, just periodically. Maybe from this video now. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
He confirmed on Twitter that the fire department had to be called after they blew up the van, who was, the van's name was the Shikari Ferrari.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, they had to call the whole fire department. All right. Almost done. Don't worry. A card-carrying member of the Future Historians. Okay, you see that?
Oh.
It's number 925. I gotta do my due diligence.
And what is that?
Oh, that's the Enter Shikari fan club, the Future Historians. Yeah, as a plaque certified member of the Future Historians, there's my framed plaque that's signed by the band.
I told you, chat, there was gonna be a bit.
Yep,
I told you.
Yep. You knew it was gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
You have a wardrobe change next? Let's go.
No, I'm already wearing the wardrobe.
Oh, like you don't have like 8 shirts.
I do. But none of them pertain to this album, so I'll wear them for the album. No.
Duh, Brett.
Oh, my
we'll get to them.
My bad. I have a shirt per album. My bad.
I mean, yeah, I do. Actually, after this one. What can I say? I like the band. I like their bundles that they do with their vinyls.
Their bundles, yeah.
They get them.
Yeah.
On November 12th, 2007, The Zone was released. The first of many compilation albums released by the band featuring B-sides, demos, and remixes. The B-sides that were featured on there, which could also be just tied into the album, were The Feast, Kicking Back on the Surface of Your Cheek, Keep It on Ice, and Acid Nation. Mothership was about climate change, using aliens as a way to warn humanity about our impending doom. Climate change would be a subject visited on every album after this. And still we will be here standing like statues. The chant that is repeated many times on the album is chanted by the crowd during the live shows to this day and will be heard in future albums. No Sweat is about sweatshops and how they're bad. Go figure. It introduces a naming motif of one song per album having 3 of the same letter, which they dropped on Minesweep. Today Won't Go Down in History is about the day you die most likely won't be of importance in the grand scheme of things of the universe and everything. So hold on tight to the moments that you have. Return to Energizer is a reference to Quasar or Quasar if you're from the UK. Because Return to Energizer. Remember when you're playing laser tag?
Oh, yeah.
The song is about feeling defeated from putting up a fake persona to appease those around you and having to find ways to re-energize yourself. Johnny Sniper is about the Earth crying out for help and how we're aiming too small to address the big issues. And finally, OK Time for Plan B is a rallying call to Either get on the right side of the injustices of the world and combat them, or don't become an enemy, which, as time has moved forward, boy, does that one hit home way more than it did in 2007. This and the closing interlude it tied directly into the intro for Common Dreads in both thematics and musically. And there we go.
All right.
You're welcome. No, see, that was only 13 minutes. That wasn't that bad.
13 minutes.
Solid job.
All right, I'm tired of talking. I need a break. Meeny, miny, you. Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'll go. All right, I'll start it off.
Take it, yeah.
Okay, for our review portion. Okay, looking at our categories, as we do every fucking week. All right. I thought this really did, and I was talking to Brett about this before we went on. It is a 2007 album, goddammit.
Oh.
Right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes. Like, I feel like it...
I was kind of, I told you beforehand, too, it was like every scream that you hear, where he's like trying to do that low shit. It's like...
Right. I also
everyone
feel
did that back then for some reason. I don't know why.
I know. So yeah, one, it was a cultural thing, but also Cody, you explained that he was sick during the recording of this, so now it kind of makes a little more. And also, screaming wasn't that popular in
or developed.
It was popular within our niche, but it wasn't like as was there vocal coaches doing that shit for people? No.
Right?
You had to figure it out.
Yeah.
You just kind of did it. So like I get that part.
Yeah, I could.
But also like there's always a little bit of us that think back to, this was high school for us when this came out.
You asked how old they were in the Johnny Sniper video. I can tell you, Ral was 21.
Right. So like you could tell they were youngins, right? And not saying that the music was hurt by their age, but like they've matured and are such a better band now. Right? So if you were like, man, Enter Shikari, that's a band I want to listen to, and you listen to this first album, it's like you probably won't ever listen to them again. Unless you like this type of music, and if you are a fan or existed during the MySpace scene, right? It's a very tight niche, right? But if you were to say, I want to check out their newer stuff, they might have a better chance of reeling you in just from age and getting better. Perfect progression as a band, I feel like. But with this album specifically, I think even though it was 2007 and like we also listened to Hawthorne Heights 2004 album, it's the same sound. It's like they literally took microphones and just put it to their guitars and was like, sound please. Like it was bad. Like it's bad. Like, but that's just time.
There's no,
like, that's just
very little post-production going on.
Right. But we say that and then we think, okay, well, let's look at Green Day 2004. That album sounds great. Why? Because they have money. God damn it. Right? Like that's the difference. It's like if you had the money and have access to the producers that were making great stuff during this time, your stuff was going to sound good regardless of the genre. But with a new band, like we said, this was a debut album. First time really getting out in front of people, they tried their best, and I think they did a great job compositionally. It's just the production's bad. If you can get over that, the rest of the shit's great. Like I'm looking at my score, it's like nothing's under 7 except for production. It's the only thing that I think is bad. Everything else pretty solid. I really like the lyrics. They're really fun. There's sing-along parts. Like you can tell, like we were watching the videos before the show, for this segment, and it was like, damn, how fun would it be to be in that crowd right now?
Well, I can tell you from experience, it's very fun.
Right. And I feel like I take it for granted because earlier, like me and Brett, we've seen them play live, and we were just like, can we just get Haste Today to come out, please? Like we didn't appreciate that this would have been a really cool thing to be involved in.
I was not a fan back then, no.
If you don't have the proper introduction to this, it's kind of like weed, okay? If the first time you smoke weed, it doesn't go right,
you're
probably
gonna hate
be
it.
like,
I
smoked it once and I hated it, and now I'm making laws to take away your rights. A lot of those types of people. I feel much like that. Whenever I introduce people to this band, I know which songs to introduce them to that are kind of like, okay, let's ease you in. let's get a few songs in. Oh, you like this? Okay, now what? Let's watch it live.
So here's the issue with that. Here's the issue with that is that takes time and years and more albums to put out. Yeah. In 2007, when this was like the only shit out,
it's rough.
I had other things to listen to.
Yeah. And I mean, look at Cody. You found them 2 years, maybe 3 years after this album came out for college, right? That was 2009 for you. Yeah,
2009, 2010ish.
So like they were already.
Yeah, so they were getting better. So when you got the chance to listen to their catalog, it wasn't just, this, not saying it's weak, but not as polished, right? But a person now that's like, man, I want to check out a new band, and you were to show them, do you like it more EDM? Do you like it more hardcore? Do you like it more punk? You can find a place to be like, here's the taste of it. Now, do you like them? Yeah, I like them. Let's listen to their first stuff. And here's a live show. Look how fun that is. Yeah. That's a really interesting experience. Yeah. And looking at my categories, songwriting's great. Like I said, I think it's really fun. The musicianship, they're doing some pretty cool stuff, even though they were young. Right, there's a lot of intricate parts. There's some harmonies going on with vocal. It's not great vocals,
like weird proggy parts every once in a while.
Right, and I think there's a decent amount of variety where it's like they know what they're doing musically, and it's interesting because when I was 21, we were in bands like fucking gonna do shit. So it's like
two-step was hard to do.
Tried too hard.
I know. It's like shit, man. It's like they're doing really cool things, and they could have been just another emo band or, a hardcore band or post-hardcore, whatever the fuck, but they decided to be their own thing. And that's why, like, originality is, like, top tier. Like, there's not another single fucking band that sounds like them. This is the most unique thing you will ever listen to. There's really nothing else. You can kind of say, MySpace era, attack, but, like, that's still, like, on the other end of the tree. If you're gonna,
Many people do.
Yeah.
Many people do. Them asking Alexandria if you had any electronics and you went raw in this era. It's like, like that, like Enter Shikari. They're like them, right? I'm like,
we came as Romans, abandon all ships.
So
where else?
But
Sky Airplane. Yeah, Fear and Faith. The Word Alive.
It's like you can say sure because there's a keyboard in there.
Yeah.
But like it's not the same. It really isn't. So that's why
it's different.
Oh yeah, that's why the originality is so high for me, and my memorability is also high because there's a lot of lyrics that I'm like, man, that would have been so fun to like gang vocal with everybody. They write so well that there's sections that it's like, this is for the crowd, it's for the performance, it's not for the recording, and you can tell like they're doing everything so that when they play it live, everyone's having a good time, and that's a really really fun aspect of this band for sure.
Fair enough.
Right on.
Fair enough.
Brett, would you like to go next?
Is it my turn now?
Do it.
I get to talk for a little bit. I'm not going to go too long again.
You never do. You're short and sweet.
I'm short and sweet. I keep it, just bullet points and let's go. The songwriting lyrics, they're wild.
It's wild time.
Some things are happening. My big thing is this reminds me a lot of what the fuck is Devil Wears Prada's first album, the Dearly Beloved.
Bro, because that's the emo MySpace. If you weren't fucking weird, it wasn't good enough.
Dude, like Swords, Diet Coke, and Dragons or something like that is like one of the songs.
Yeah, it's like if
dogs grow beards all over.
Yeah,
right. If you didn't have an entire paragraph as your song title.
Yeah. If you didn't have a song with MySpace in the name, then that was it.
There's no hope for you at that point.
Yeah, it's true.
But I get a lot of those vibes from this. Especially with the song lyrics back then. You're young. Who gives a fuck? Like, just have fun.
Right. No one cares.
It was all about having fun. The musicianship, it's good. Good. Yeah, it's not the best thing I've ever heard. It's good. I think more with them, it's not that the parts are so difficult as far as precision. It's just I guess like skill. It's just more of you're going to do this weird ass thing over here. I'm going to do this weird ass thing over here. And the drummer is going to keep this together somehow. And then somehow
Yep.
I'm going to sing whatever the hell I want over it. And then it's going to be a good time. And that's
For
how,
sure.
that's kind of how I see it. And also like his little fucking keyboard thing with the retro TV on it and shit. Like it's
so cool.
It's that doesn't make him better. It's just
I will
cool
say
looking,
that's
though.
only that only came about with the album before the last one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's still kind of new.
Before it was a normal keyboard sub and all that
Okay.
stuff.
Still, it's Korg, bro. It's a Korg.
Yeah, it's Korg.
Yeah.
Yeah, production bad. Bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Right. That's like breaching Hawthorne Heights, like we said. Like real.
That's some garage band shit, dude.
I will call back to last week. This might have gotten cut out in the outro, but I did say production not great.
Not great.
Self-produced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is it self-produced. That is someone bought a MacBook, a used one.
Oh.
Yeah.
they plugged that shit in.
Just, direct. Not even through an interface. They got the fucking 1/4 inch to a headphone jack adapter.
Right the fuck in. Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Oh man, I'm shitting on them, but it was good. I did like it. I remember a lot of it. I mean, I've also I had this on repeat the last few days, just to really get into it. But yeah, I think the production score did hit it a lot.
Yeah,
and, the originality.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. I skipped over originality. It is different. It is definitely different, and there is nothing quite like it. I do hear a lot of parts from other band, like a section. I'll be like, oh, that's Prada. Oh, that's
right.
Sky's Airplane. Oh, that's whatever the fuck is happening.
It's how these guys got on those tours, bro.
Right. So it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it's the
just
most
similar enough.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To get on the ticket. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say it's the most original thing because of that. Because I do hear parts here and there. But yeah, overall I liked it.
Yeah,
it's
a good one.
Good. I've been very excited to finally start diving into them because I really wanted to know y'all's thoughts on everything because this is my favorite band. Like this
No way.
band literally I know.
After 30 minutes we had no idea.
Yeah, no idea. But this band came in at a very pivotal point in my life and it kind of was like my coming out in a new social thinking mind. Because before this, growing up in a very right-leaning household, watching Fox News, watching Glenn Beck, and all that other shit, by the time that I found them, I had reached that point where I understood through things like American Idiot, System of a Down, growing up and liking those bands and questioning everything I was brought up to believe and everything. When I found them in college and everything, that was the pivotal, just the turning point, there are people that think just like me, right? I'm not just going crazy. They're talking about all the things that I'm feeling and all that stuff. And so they beat out Him, which I never thought would ever happen. I thought Him was going to be my favorite band till I died. But yes.
You do like them.
I do like them. But this wasn't the album. It was the next album. And the next album is my favorite one, spoiler alert.
That's where the bit will be in that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not as creative as you guys think I am.
No, we know you. You'll come up with something.
I'll come up with something. There's a lion on it. I'll come in a full lion costume.
You have just a fucking, I don't know, some holographic projection of a mosh pit behind you going.
and you're actually at the show, and this is what it's like to be at Enter Shikari.
Yeah, dude, you just show up fucking on your phone yo, I'm here.
No. Hey, clip this, Ralph. You want to come do an interview and talk about Common Dreads? That'd be fun.
Let's do it.
Right?
Send it to him, everyone.
Do it.
Yeah. Anywho, I will say though, I'm going to talk about the negatives first because everything that y'all have said, I wholeheartedly agree with. The production is not great, to say the least. That being due, they were young, poor, doing it all themselves. They don't have they don't even have like a record label backing them. Like even Hawthorne Heights have that.
That's
like
true.
they are working.
This is Chiodo's level.
This is Chiodo's level, exactly.
That is right.
Like, holy hell, these are like, put them side by side, and
That's true.
That is true.
That is true. And so I completely understand that, and I agree. The lyrics, they're kind of all over the place because again, you have that debut album thing of we've been putting out EPs since we started as a band, and now we're throwing them all together. So you're going through different periods of like writing for the band, periods of thinking and everything, trying to find themselves, their album or their sound and everything, their voice and their lyrics. So you don't have all the political things that you would find as they narrowed their focus down and been like, okay, this is the direction we want to go. So you do get weird things like Mothership being about environmentalism, but also sci-fi because aliens. It's aliens abducting someone, and he's seeing the damage from space that we're doing to the world, and the aliens send him back down with a message of, hey, you gotta stop this, or the Earth's gonna die. That's weird. That's out there. Yeah. Like
meanwhile,
what?
yeah.
Meanwhile, but that's the other thing. We talked briefly about all the other MySpace bands that these guys get compared to, like Attack and Asking Alexandria. What are those guys' songs about? Jesus and bitches,
and banging.
And banging.
I want to get drunk and fuck some bitches.
Exactly. From the first few tracks, we have a band that's saying, "No, we're not gonna be about that. We got important things to say. We're gonna create a fan base through unity, and good tribalism. Because live, everyone knows all these parts, all the big breaky, chants. Everyone knows them, and it's amazing being able to get together with a bunch of people, and especially here in America where the shows aren't that big. It's very nice. It's a nice sense of community. Mm-hmm. And I know that it's a very long album. This is a chore to listen to a little bit. And again, that gets addressed in later things. They don't have a bunch of interludes, and they're fine and for what they are and all that stuff. It's a very interesting timepiece, but it does get lengthy. And
it gets repetitive.
It gets very repetitive. Yeah. But on that point, coming from also a dance music background, the repetitiveness kind of goes in hand in that it does allow them to change up the songs from the album to the live version. It allows them to rework songs, remix them, and make them feel fresh, so that way they're not playing the same shit 10 years later and all that stuff. Some of these songs don't even end. Sorry You're Not a Winner doesn't end that way anymore, and it hasn't since I've been seeing them live. It's more of a two-step breakdown, all that stuff. It sounds great. Mothership had a whole dubstep remix that they used to do back in like 2012 and all that stuff that they mashed with Destabilize, which the song later. It's fucking great. It's the coolest thing. And I think that's the most important thing to take away from this, is that this was a band that very much puts their live setting first and foremost, to create like that atmosphere and that environment and that community. And they approach their albums in that way. So this is a very messy album. It's very rough, but it feels like the closest thing an album can sound to a live show, especially that era.
True.
You don't know what you're doing.
True.
Yeah, that's fair.
A good point.
They're not top tier musicians at this point, at least in any way. To combat that is, you got all the keyboards, you got all the sequences and filling in the space, so you don't have the fucking like weird guitar like breakdowns and riffs until you get like the really cool like that little weird time signature that happens in Anything Can Happen, which you mentioned parts sounding like other bands. Did you notice how the bit that goes, the curtain goes down on him again in Anything Can Happens? That's Paper Cuts.
Oh, really?
That's Paper Cuts.
Okay.
Jordan pointed out the very first time he ever heard that. He was like, yeah, of course you like it. It's Linkin Park. How could you not?
That's good.
Yeah, didn't realize that.
Good point.
But yeah, it's not my favorite album, but man, what a debut to have. I think for debut albums, it's fucking above and beyond average in that sense. And then, yeah, I don't got much more to say about it. You know, I love Ado. I sang that at Derek's wedding. That was really nice. That's a nice memory I have of it now. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on it.
Fair enough.
Solid.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
It's not a perfect album, but boy, is it a pretty decent one. Pretty decent.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun listen.
All right, you ready to get to some reviews?
Do it. Let's go around the net.
Hey! Welcome everyone to View Skewed and Reviewed, a podcast within a podcast where I go deep into the internet hole to
get in there
pick
now.
Out,
some black.
Woo! Sheesh! Get a nice little average out. That's in essence the most average of averages that you can average. You know, I'm taking everybody and I'm throwing them all together. Don't got a bunch this week, but we got some.
We got some. We got it from Bull and Tubes because that motherfucker.
No Bull and Tubes.
we got Sputnik or whatever.
Yeah. No Sputnik this week.
All right, those douchebags didn't come to play.
Nope, not this time. What we do have is
toast, wherever the
Pitchfork.
fuck they're called.
There is a weird name in this one. I'll let you choose at the end which one it is. All right.
Shit.
So Pitchfork gave it a 6.7. Actually, at the time of the review in 2007, the band had only around 183,000 MySpace friends because they mentioned it in the review, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. Absolute Punk gave it a 6.5. All Music and BBC Music gave it a 6. Drowned in Sound gave it a 4. The Guardian gave it a 6. NME, despite the bad Johnny Sniper review, gave it an 8. Spin Magazine, thanks for the free Architect show, gave it a 6.
Also, hold on.
Yes, hi. Pause.
You're telling me that the people that called it the worst single of all time.
Yeah, Johnny Sniper still gave the album an 8.
Gave it an 8.
I don't get it. I know.
Yeah, two different reviewers.
Okay,
I guess
whatever.
so. Rock Hack gave it a 9. Album of the Year had a 7.1. God is in the TV gave it a 6.
God is in the TV.
Fuck.
I know.
That's their fucking name?
That's the name of the website. I
Hey
don't know.
guys, you want to change our name? It sounds real cool.
Was it Satan's in the chair? What is this?
Satan's in the radio.
Satan's in the radio.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's the name of my next album. I'm taking it.
See if
Trademark.
that's still a website. Well, apparently it is.
I went to it today.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Music Ohm gave it a 6. Everything is Heavy gave it a 10.
Holy shit.
Wait, 10 out of 10?
I don't know about.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
They heard that album, right?
I know.
That
I know.
one.
Yeah. I don't necessarily agree.
Who are these people?
I don't know. Metal Archives gave it a 4. And Rate Your Music gave it a 5.86. I found one other YouTube review. So, hey, Zero Master. He had guest on. I've already forgot the guest name. I'm sorry. But they averaged out at an 8.5.
An 8.5. Okay.
8.5.
All right.
So, yeah. What do you boys reckon the internet averages?
Yeah, so there's not too many incredibly high ones. I feel like the average was sitting around 7. But there's some 6s and some really low ones. So I'm gonna go 6.7.
6.7.
I'm gonna go for the meme. 6.9.
Okay, for the meme.
Okay. You both lose. It is a 6.6.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
it's a 6.6.
So close.
6.6 is the average, yeah.
All right.
And you know, it's
Okay.
funny. I was expecting it to be a little bit higher, because this is an album for the hardcore fans that don't want to grow up and accept bands changing their sound or maturity or anything. Oh, listen to Pray for Plagues. That's better than Sempiternal.
It's too sporadic.
To the Skies.
It's too sporadic for that.
Don't listen to Max Bemis from Say Anything When He's Happy. Listen to the sad shit off of Is a Real Boy. That's the better stuff. Shut up. You know?
Yeah, right.
This album is perfect. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But enough about them. Let's talk about us. What do we think?
Okay.
For the Wall of Retro.
Right. So for my score, I kind of broke down my categories. I feel like I've been given a lot of sevens in the sevens this time around. And this is where this one lands as well. This is a 7.4. Yeah, 7.4 on the dot for me. 7.4 on the dot.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked listening to it. It was really fun. And I put a lot of these songs like on my own like little playlist because it's like, if they come up in the list, I'm going to listen to them because it's stupid and fun.
All right.
Do they sound great? No, we already talked about how bad the production is, but like there's something special about this time. We were sophomores or whatever. This was a great time.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was a really fun time.
Right. So it's like, it is what it is. 7.4. I don't think it deserves a 8 or above unless you're a diehard. And I don't think you'd need to go into the 6s. That's just, you know, so.
All right.
Go ahead, Brett. Be rude.
I am going to be rude. I am. Cody, what'd you say the round the net was?
6.6.
There you go.
Really? You were on the spot this time?
On the dot.
Shut the fuck up.
6.6.
Brett, you're a liar.
Nope.
Hey,
I told you.
no.
Production killed it.
you know, listen.
What'd you give it? Like a 2?
4.
So did I.
I gave pretty much everything 7s.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, yeah, pretty much everything was a 7.
Yeah.
Like,
I gave originality a 9 because I thought it's just so different.
See, I gave it like a
skew.
7.5 because I hear the other things. I'm like, oh, I can't. It's not that.
Sure.
Not that original. To me.
It's so funny. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you and Jason, bro. same fucking person.
Bitch, I'm older.
Hey, I just saw the shit talking earlier, Jason. It's okay if anything's under 11 out of 10. That still means it could be a 10 out of 10. No, so I surprisingly, okay, spoiler alert, I'm the highest, but big old butt. A big old butt. Fucking, I'm talking Kim Kardashian level butt. Okay?
Booty.
All right.
Booty. I wanted to look at my scores the same way I would any other release, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not playing favorites and all that stuff. And I actually tried to be a little bit more critical of a lot of the things.
You have a hard time
because I know, but because I know where this band goes sonically and lyrically and all that stuff, so I wanted to compare it to later releases that will get higher marks for sure. So my songwriting and lyrics weren't that high. The memorability got the highest. Originality, actually, Josh, you scored that higher than I did. I only gave that an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Production was my lowest, although not a 4. I didn't say that, but it is my lowest.
It's bad.
I know.
Okay.
And my average actually came out to a 7.98. So, Josh, exactly what you said. It only reaches an 8 if you're a diehard fan, and just shy of that.
Yeah. But you're also looking at it not from like a fanboy perspective, but as a music critic perspective.
Yeah.
Right. What we do on this show, which, and maybe as a musician as well. So like, there's a little bit of extra that like diehard people might have, when they're thinking about it. Right.
Yeah. There is definitely always going to be a bias, but like, I'm not going out of my way and saying it's a fucking 10.
Sure.
No, it's
that's for my speed. No.
I'll drive over there and be like, bitch.
So I'm really I'm glad that Josh, you and mine are so close.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would be far away. I thought it'd be more like where Brett is.
I got right on with the internet apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
You always do. It's like every fucking week, right?
He cheats.
That's what, yeah.
Okay, so 7.9, a 7.4, and a 6.6.
Yeah. Let me pull out the wall. Okay. Oh no!
I feel like my score is right in the middle then, right?
Yeah, yours is right in the middle.
Pretty close to the middle. All right.
So let me find where we're going. Ooh,
oh,
okay.
You can see the Adobe. Damn it.
All right. I see where we're
have my
at.
number.
Okay. Which position on this list do you think they are?
I say it's the new 26.
Yeah, let me scroll down.
Yeah, it's going to be down.
Yeah, the new 26.
That's as far as it goes. Okay. The new 26?
Yes.
So, under Dex Core and above Messinger's.
Hold on, we have a 798, a 7. Josh, what was yours?
7.4.
7.4. And then 6.6.
Your 6.6 is going to kill it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but if we were between you guys, you're talking about going above Gojira.
No, he's not.
If it was just you two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're honestly probably going above Bill Murray and stuff too. Which I don't think it goes up there.
No.
I'm going to say 29. I think it's going to squeeze right in between them.
You think it's going to be below Devil Wears Prada,
yes.
Zombie 2, and Trivium in the Court of the Dragon?
Yep.
I don't think... See, if you look at those numbers, though, 7.13, 7.16,
Yep.
7.2, they're so goddamn close to each other.
Yep. That's why I said it's going to be right in there, dude.
I think it's 7.32.
Okay.
Somewhere like right there. Like right above, but not...
I'm gonna say 1.5.
Okay, 1.5 for you?
Yeah,
3.2 for me.
All right. Josh, you win the round of the position.
Okay.
Number 26.
That's right. That's right.
Above Manchester.
That one's not good, bro.
No, I know. I didn't care for it.
Honestly, though, anything in the sevens is just a thing, just an album you listen to. It doesn't have to be good or bad.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So
It's
now
7.3s.
the real question: where do you think it lies? Josh, you sticking with 7.32?
I am.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to change mine.
I doubt it's gonna be like a 7. What is our number? 6.
I'm gonna go 3.8.
4. I don't know math. I can't.
What'd you say, Brett?
3.8.
3.8 and 3.2.
Yep.
Josh, you win this round.
Yes.
3.3. You got
Son of a bitch.
Damn, you're close.
So damn close.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking, like 7.4 technically isn't in the middle of both of y'all, right? I'm 5. I would be 0.5 from Cody, but I don't know, 7, 8 from, I don't know math, from you,
Yeah,
Brett.
yeah.
So I was like, how do I split that? It's 3, right? So that's where I threw it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and guess what? 7.33, as a card-carrying, plaque-having member of the band's fan club, I would see a 7.33 and say, yeah, that's about right. 7.3, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I agree.
I would be okay with their first album being low.
Honestly, it's like,
Because guess what? It's only up from here. God damn.
It only goes up.
if
right.
we're going off of Cody's things though, like is Cody's score, that is up there with Rise Against and Two-Door, above Scion and Architects.
Yeah, but you know, I don't remember what I scored those at either.
Yeah, but now we're keeping track of our individual scores, right? Remember, we get the average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like kind of like when Kind of Funny does their MCU review and they have their big giant list. Their individual lists don't match up with that at all, but that's the average ended up.
I mean, yeah, look at Hawthorne Heights. I know that's one that we fucking drug through the dirt because it sounds so bad. But like, I'm pretty sure I gave that shit like a 9.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Something like
Like
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that shit. It's just like I should have been a little more critical on that. But like that, I listen to that album like at least once or twice a week. Like, you know, so,
Yeah.
so same thing with Cody. This is his favorite band. He decided to approach this a little more critically, but it is going to have the bias because it is a top tier for him.
Right.
But now that we're done, I can say it. This is probably, out of all the albums, probably going to be my lowest ranked one.
Oh well.
I think every album. I think
that's
every
a
album
given.
after this is better.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
probably. I think that's a safe assumption.
You say that, but people on the internet would not agree with me.
Oh well, then I guess I'm not going to agree with you.
Yeah, but it's also people who are like you said, like Bring Me the Horizon, that actually like Pray for Plagues or whatever. Like that album sucks.
Oh, that's trash. Yeah.
Oh, dude, there was someone in Young Guns chat earlier. He was doing the Sandpit Turtle bit, and this dude 2 times put Pray for Plagues, not this shit, and he called him out after it. He was like, bro, like
Nobody likes that.
No one likes it. It's fine.
You can say
sounds
this and
better in every way.
yeah, like you can say, I like that album more than this one. That's fine, because that's your opinion. But if you say, don't play this shit, it's like, bro, what are you listening to? Mm-hmm. Like they literally couldn't play their instrument.
Yeah.
All right, it's like them and Devil Prada are a bunch of scrubs in that time period.
Yep.
All right, so let's not. But anyway, that's for another time. Maybe we'll do that one of these days. That'd be fun to listen to. Fucking God, so bad.
Which one?
Pray for Plagues.
Oh no.
So bad.
We gotta see how
but
low
anyway,
it would rank.
Sure. It'll be down there.
YouTube, Spotify's, other places where podcasts are. Thanks for hanging out. This was the Morning After Music Show.
I have to pick
Like
an
we
album.
always say. Hold on, I'm not done. All right.
Okay.
All right. Hold your horses.
I'm sorry.
Like we always say, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Also, go over to Twitch, hang out there. We're going to go watch music videos. But before we leave, Brett will give his retro album for next week.
Okay.
Brett.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
I know. I'm super excited too. I've been wondering all week.
I know you two will love either one. There is 2. We're keeping with this emo theme. We're keeping around the 2007 mark. The one's from 2006, one's from 2008.
Okay, 2006 and 2008.
2006, 2008.
Emo February.
Emo. One of them's a very standard. Like if I say it, it's an obvious like we have to do it for emo shit. The other one, you guys will probably never guess, but you'll like it. So I'm torn between the 2. I'm thinking of going the one that you guys will just not see coming.
I kind of want to see what that is.
Okay.
I want to know what both of them are.
I'll tell you both. I'll tell you both after.
Okay.
After.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 2008's album called "Illuminate" by Lydia.
Ooh.
Yes, bro. You've been talking to Jeremy? Is that what you've been doing?
No, I was scrolling through a couple days ago, and I was like, "Holy shit, I fucking miss these guys!" And I clicked
Oh
on
my
it.
god,
I was like, yes.
yes, bro.
Hello.
All right, me and literally probably 90% of the people ever.
Yeah.
Who?
Lydia.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna like them a
You're
lot.
gonna like them. You're gonna like them.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lydia.
Underrated band. Yeah. These guys are a very big influence for me for a while.
Illuminate.
It's got,
Oh, God,
it's got
what a-
hospital on
I
it.
think
I just
I'm
started
pretty sure
working
I
for a
had
company
that.
called Illuminate. Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I had that album cover as like a MySpace picture for a really long time.
Dude, what made me even listen to them is that album cover with the wave going like that. Their MySpace, that moved, and then it was raining, and the girl holding the umbrella was also moving. Everything was like its own moving pieces.
Whoa,
it was really cool.
Yeah, they have a song with the dude from Copeland as well. I think it's called Hospital, if I remember correctly.
Hospital's it's an amazing
number
song.
4?
It's on that, yeah. It's on
Okay.
that one.
It's a very, very good. I love this band. And there was a
fucking love
time
this band.
where Brett and I had a side project.
Which
and it was
one?
called P.S. We Make Music or some shit like that. and with this side project, it was just me and acoustic guitar and Brett doing everything else. And we've made dumb music like this.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
It was fun.
I gotta say, right off the bat, live reaction. Love that album artwork. Holy shit.
It's very cool.
It's very
It's
nice.
very cool.
It's very nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So
what was
check
the
this
other?
album out, chat.
The
Check
other
it out.
one was Seosin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking different voices.
That was cool. Anyway,
That's a good one too. Sooner or later we'll get to that.
That was a very like stereotypical emo, everything you need emo into one. It was that.
I am so excited to listen to this because I forget they exist and I've listen to them so much.
You've never heard Lydia? I didn't show you
heard
them.
of it.
Interesting.
No.
You were trying to hang out with scene bitches. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. All right,
dude. These
you hung out with the goth girls. It's different.
No, get it right. They were different.
Yeah, they're very different. Okay, they're both mean though.
Want to hear me sing good Charlotte
Lydia's
yeah.
They're not a punk or anything. It is very chill.
No.
Very chill.
Yep.
But you're gonna want to kill yourself afterwards.
Okay.
Unalive.
Unalive in GTA. Yeah.
All right. So chat, there you have it. We're doing Lydia's Illuminate for next Thursday. Cody, yes.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Oh yeah, my other pick. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Isn't it? It's your pick, Cody.
No,
it's not.
He did Billy Talent.
Oh yeah, it's your. But don't we give Sunday's pick on Sunday?
We did.
No, we did.
I said it.
I'm just so I can remind apparently you and the audience.
Well, it's because we didn't.
Fuck.
We didn't write it down.
I see what you're saying.
Frank Turner.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Comes out tomorrow.
Right.
That one.
Yes, we only got 2 days to listen to it, or 3.5, but it's gonna be a good listen because it's Frank Turner.
Yep.
So chat, if you want to participate with us, it's an easy time to get into Frank Turner. If you've never listened to Frank Turner, I suggest Tape Deck Heart.
That is a great one.
It's a great one.
Good album.
Okay. But yeah, there you go. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all the things. And also come over and hang out on Twitch because we're gonna go listen to music videos now.
Come on over.
Goodbye.
However.
Bye YouTube. Spotify, all things.
Goodbye.